All right, how is this for exciting? Michael Stipe is back after 8 years of stopping REM. Michael Stipe is back, and for the first time ever, he is going to be releasing a solo track called Your Capricious Soul. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, it's because he's been performing it everywhere he's been sort of popping up. For the first time, I think it was back in May when he opened up for Patti Smith over at Webster Hall in New York City. But Michael Stipe is back. He'll be releasing Capricious Soul on Saturday, October 5th. That's an odd time for release. Usually release comes on Fridays. He's going to release it on Saturday, and he is only releasing it through michaelstipe.com. So it's not going to be on Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere else. It is only going to be available at michaelstipe.com. And the reason why he is doing that is because he is trying to raise some awareness for this pretty incredible cause, the Extinction Rebellion. So this October 7th, which is Monday, is the International Rebellion Climate Justice Protest. So all over Extinction Rebellion is organizing these nonviolent protests of government inaction to the climate emergency. That's going to be happening everywhere. In order to raise awareness of that, on Saturday and for the next 365 days, he is going to redirect all his earnings from sales and synchronization, meaning licensing on commercials and such, of that track to Extinction Rebellion. So it's a good move in where you're raising awareness to something that, I mean, we all know about climate change. It's a big hot topic these days. It's become a little bit more controversial, which is interesting to me because it was always like kind of there and we always kind of talked about it, but now it's become part of the right versus left dichotomy. But Extinction Rebellion is a pretty organized group, and they're putting together this huge international rebellion, again, all nonviolent protesting on Monday. And in order to raise awareness of that, here comes the track on Saturday. It's a solid move in where I probably would have never even known about this Extinction Rebellion group had not it been for Michael Stipe. So we'll get the song on his website. He's charging 77 cents as a download price. And again, all that money is going to go towards Extinction Rebellion. There is going to be a free download option if you can't afford the 77 cents. A little too kind-hearted maybe for Michael Stipe there, but I get it. Some people can't. And there is an option to actually pay more if you want. So kind of following along that Radiohead model. Again, this is going to be available on Saturday, October 5th, or Rocktober 5th, if that's what you celebrate, or Flocktober 5th, if Flock of Seagulls is your thing. I'm not here to judge. It's fine with me. It's not my thing, but it's yours. It's cool. On the release, Michael Stipe put out a statement saying, and I quote here, "I took a long break from music and I wanted to jump back in. I love Your Capricious Soul. It's my first solo work. I want to add my voice to this exciting shift in consciousness. Extinction Rebellion gave me the incentive to push the release and not wait. Our relationship to the environment has been a lifelong concern, and I now feel hopeful, optimistic even. I believe we can bring the kind of change needed to improve our beautiful planet Earth, our standing, and our place on it." If you want to hear a smidge of Capricious Soul, I'll play you a bad cell phone footage of a recording that was done at Webster Hall when he opened up for Patti Smith. And I'll also give you a little bit of an analysis on this, on why I think this is part of a forthcoming Michael Stipe solo record.
Honey's got any feeling. Honey, give yourself on the ceiling. Because God is revealing how to serve your body, how to serve your mind, searching your capricious soul.
So there it is there. It sort of, has this big driving bass line, which actually builds and builds and builds and never really comes to a crescendo at the end of at least this live performance. I don't know if it'll be any different when we get the studio recording on Saturday, but I listen to it and I feel like, boy, there is no sort of that crescendo, that big, boom at the end or even the middle somewhere. But I don't even know if you really need it because it's Michael Stipe and it's got all those Michael Stipe elements. He's raising the octave of his voice. He's up and down the scale, kind of all over the place. He's got that dun 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 that sort of Michael Stipe REM timing to it, right? I mean, it's classic him, even though it's still new. And whenever you can get that sort of feel out of a song, I think you're in for a real home run. I mean, I think obviously Michael Stipe fans, REM fans are going to respond to this. But I think this is even going to get a reaction out of the most casual music fan, hopefully. Now, a little bit of a thing in there, reading between the lines in his statement where he says, Extinction Rebellion gave me the incentive to push the release and not wait. That little line from Michael Stipe tells me he's got an album coming. Not going out. That's not a huge hot take there, Ant. But still, when you look at it, you got to look at the things that are said and not said. The fact that Extinction Rebellion has this event coming up on Monday, and obviously looking for ways to increase awareness on it, and Michael is doing that, obviously. What I could imagine is maybe the discussion between the two of them, and they decided, he goes, yeah, okay, I got this track, I could probably do this, and we can hook it up, and blah, 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 blah. It sounds like they gave him the confidence, gave him the ability to put it out, just the song, and not wait for a full record, which kind of gives you that feel when he says, they gave me the encouragement to push the release. Obviously, if you write a song that you love so much, in this day and age, anybody can just put out their stuff, and he's not, which makes me think he was holding it for an album. And then this event comes along, and this organization comes along, and it kind of gives you that thing where, again, this is unsaid, but you kind of read through the lines of his statement there where he's like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to wait to put this out with the album. I'll give it to them. I'll put it out now. Every penny from the song's release is going to go towards Extinction Rebellion, which is interesting. And I think a good cause for Michael Stipe, at least for sure. And we'll see what this does. But we got Michael Stipe music coming. I could not be more excited about this. A single at the very least, and what I think would be probably most likely an album at some point. Solo Michael Stipe after all these years for the first time ever. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on right here on the Morning Show with Anthony Vlog. Music news every single day, analysis and discussion as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel. We post every day at wehm.com, but every day we put up a new video, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss a second of the news.